Oh, damn sure it's happening. It's happening. We got horizontal spawns on Shakura's Plateau and a TVT. The only way this gets sicker is if they both open Reapers. We'll talk about why in such in a moment for those who are unfamiliar with the map. Spawning here, though, currently down 1 at the moment in this series in this best of 3 for the quarterfinals of the OlimoLeague. It is the pink Terran player Keen.
And in the bottom left of Shakura's Plateau, we've got our blue Terran player up 1-0. It is Center.
So, before we get too far into this map, guys, a quick question was asked about that last game. Could someone explain, like, why did Center come back? How did Center win? He was under such intense pressure. What you guys have to understand is, like, a lot of the damage Center was taking was mostly cosmetic, so to speak. Like, it was reactors, it was a supply depot. He wasn't losing SCVs, he wasn't losing, like, production buildings. And I'm not sure if it was just damage done or if Keen got a little bit lazy on making SCVs. Kind of seemed like that was the case, maybe. But he fell behind at workers, which is what really let Center pump that army. I mean, keep in mind, Center didn't just suddenly have 40 more army supply. Like, that was over the course of that campaign, while still harassing slightly and lightly behind it himself. So, good decision making is why he won that game, I think is the bottom line here. But, man, Keen, are you for real?
Oh, this is such a coin flip, Rifkin. Like,
it is, because it's a 50-50 chance. You can either spawn up here or down here.
What?
I guess the logic though is like Reapers are fast enough that if it is the wrong spawn, you can still make it work. But anyways, quick layout of the map, guys. Base to base like this, you can actually just Reaper your own base, hop across this little hallway. This looks like a really derpy face here. And then, of course, get to your opponent's base. But what Keen is doing is really, as Namshar says, really coin flipping and ballsy, because I don't believe it's horizontal only.
No, he's definitely not. Yeah, I've played this map a few times, so it's that's a pretty big risk. So I wanted to say that as well when you brought out the Reapers. Like, you know, can you really do that? Because it's 50-50. Like, the odds aren't really good for it to work, but he just does it anyway.
See, I brought up the point because sadly the 2 times I played on this map were both horizontal, and it was both against Terran. One of the times I was Terran myself and it was okay. The other time it was Zerg and I was my pants were shat. Anyways, the Reapers can get up here really quick. Now the thing is, just let's jump through the back, guys. Keep in mind, Reapers can't jump up 2 levels of cliff, so the way he's got that rallied is a little bit awkward. But this is 2 Raxes with Reapers. I mean, this wasn't like an 11 proxy Rax. Like, this is 1 regular Rax producing, as we pointed out earlier, plus like whatever this weird proxy is.
Yeah, so, and I also think this was the gas first, so there's not going to be as many Marines. There's going to be 3 Marines, but yeah, 2 Reapers do a lot of damage really quickly. If
he gets a Hellion out, Center's going to be okay. The problem is Center hasn't started producing one. He's got the money for it. Like, Center, please.
Oh, well, that's a big mistake. He needs that ASAP, man. Oh, he doesn't have the money.
Oh, he had.
Actually.
He's going for Marines.
Okay. He's making a starport, man. I don't know.
I don't think a starport's a bad idea, to be honest with you, but...
Sure. It's gonna take damage, though.
Yeah.
Well,
that's why Keen didn't lose that first Reaper. These do snowball pretty quickly, so... Weirdly enough, if you have 6 Reapers, they can deal with the Hellion no problemo, whereas 2 cannot. So, we're just gonna run around, start sniping off. Gotta be careful it doesn't clump up too hardcore. Keep in mind, there's still Marines for DPS behind this. One of his Reapers is really low, does go down.
Oh! Yeah, that Hellion got some really good shots off there, and yeah, that could have snowballed really well, but maybe some...
I still think
some miss micro there. Yeah, it's possible.
As long as he doesn't jump into this. What I would love for him to do is get this last Reaper and lift the barracks. If you lift the barracks, you use like an Overlord, get the high ground vision. Make sure you don't jump into Hellions like this. Oh, for Keen, this is gonna be it. That's it. Oh dear.
Oh, yeah.
You guys have to understand, like, Keen's invested so much into this. Like, it really is borderline all in when you do this as a Terran player. He's going to pull back and try and macro out of this. His SCV count's still okay behind this, but he invested so much gas into what is now absolutely worthless units.
Yeah, he needed to snowball that earlier, I guess. Like, get all those Marines killed and, you know, maybe try to get some damage done on the Hellion. But yeah, when it went up there was like 4 Marines and 2 Hellions. He just didn't kill enough of the, like, army units off Center. Yeah. I'd imagine.
So the idea behind this, guys, is like, if this started off well for Keen, he got Center off guard, he had a lot of units to fight with. With his Reapers, he can still actually defend at home, as weird as that is to consider. But this drop is still going to be quite powerful, quite scary if not dealt with correctly right off the bat.
He's kind of out of position. A good bunker there by Keen, but he's not going to finish in time. But if I just kind of flies past.
I like that.
He's dropping.
Dropping and picking up too, trying to...
what?
him.
What is
well.
he doing? What was
I don't
that?
know. I was gonna say you can sort of drop, pick up micro, and keep those Marines alive, but
Was he like not paying attention at all? Like,
yo, confirm Reapers are the best defensive units. Name sure we learned.
Oh, there's a Reaper in Center's base that just died. Maybe he was distracted by that and didn't like.
That could actually be very well the case. Yeah.
Because that was weird. I don't think he would have done that if he was paying attention. Because yeah, he lost a lot. But okay, so yeah, maybe he got distracted there.
You know what that was? The center saying like, "Oh man, you opened Reapers and I defended it really well. Let me help you out, bud. Like,
Yeah.
let me help you get back into this game."
Kinda, yeah. It's a bit weird. Okay, Reapers walking across the map now, or flying? I don't know. How do
Yeah,
Reapers
sure,
move?
these definitely don't fly.
Well,
They
do
hover, if anything. Like, flying is like a Mutalisk. Flying is like a Banshee. These are just like SCVs. They're like slightly off the ground.
Do they- Yeah, they're not actually touching the ground, are they?
No, I don't believe they are. But would you say SCVs fly? Because, I mean, they're not touching the ground either, man.
Are you for
Oh.
real?
I actually picked off the SCV building the 3rd CC. That's no good. Get another SCV for this, too. 3 SCVs actually go down for this. What
Oh.
are you serious? The dumbest was YOLO use of, like, these useless units, and he actually gets 3 kills for them. It's not too bad.
And not only that, he got a full scout off on Center's production as well. So he
Yeah.
saw the Cloak Banshee researching, and he might have even seen. No, he didn't see the factory with the tech lab, but. So Center's making tanks and Banshees and Marines. He's got a second command center, but he's going to be going for a push later on for sure. So that's kind of interesting as well. I think so anyway, right?
You know, it's weird that Keen... Okay, so, like, a couple SCVs die. By the way, I actually have no idea, but I think, like, one of the weird things here is I can't help but look at the SCV count, Namshar. Like, okay, now it's starting to get leveled out a little bit by this Banshee, but Keen was ahead by a lot of SCVs, and a CC, as you pointed out, was up so much sooner.
Yeah. Oh, that's kind of not gonna kill it though.
Not quite.
But yeah, SV count is well behind now, but yeah, it's pretty good. Shuts down the drop as well. And another Banshee coming into the main now, and there's no turret, so these Banshees is really getting Center back into the game.
Is this that? I think it's the same stupid drop. Yeah, it's got that one weak link from earlier.
Yeah, I think you refilled it though. There was definitely like 3 Hellions in that one.
No, I'm just saying, like, I think that's the same Hellion, because it's just like...
Oh,
maybe,
yeah, maybe, yeah.
But okay, the Medivacs help to keep the SCVs alive. Bit of a nuisance. We'll lose this Banshee. Keen holds on strong, but is now behind in SCVs. So for Center, like, okay, is it worth losing the Banshee? You didn't kill that many SCVs? I'd say yes, because it puts it in my head once again. Problem is, though, and this really comes into TVT with tanks more than anything else, more than any other matchup, like, you know, if you're down 20 supplier roaches in ZVZ, you're probably done for. The nice thing about TVT, though, like, good positioning, siege tanks and all that, like, you can fight with a smaller army and win.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes this matchup, in my eyes, so cool. Like, there's no other matchup you could really do that with, right?
Yeah. Well, it can also be, you know, if you're the one being ahead, it can also be the frustrating thing about a matchup as well, because it can be hard to finish games where you're ahead, right? So, it's 2 sides to that. But, oh, he's going to stay him in. Well, that's great.
Banshee needs to cloak. Banshee needs to cloak. Losing that Banshee is a big deal. Center now in a lot of trouble. He will push this back, but, I mean, he's going to lose all these wheels for free. That sucks.
Yeah, a bunch of SCVs as well. To be honest, SV count now is actually completely even, so
yeah,
nice attack here by Keen.
Oh, Keen is so good at getting, like, really annoying positioning.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like Center was just thinking that Keen was gonna, you know, do this kind of push towards the main, because his tanks were just out of position, so... Oh man, this is a big problem. He's gonna lift up.
He's actually shut down the National Center. This is going to be a big problem. You're right.
Oh.
Keep in mind, Center also has no Medivacs right now. These Marines, they don't have combat shields. They can't fight. Not in tank fire. Tank does go down. Wow, Center, this is starting to spiral out of control very quickly.
Yeah, he's doing this. And 2 Medivacs comes out now for Center, but 2 Medivacs, that also means not 2 Vikings, right? Like, if you have 2 Vikings now, he might have a potential to break out, but 2 Medivacs, like, it's going to be nice to heal his units, of course, but it's going to take a long time before he can break out of this.
And keep in mind, every minute that goes by, Center is basically mining half the resources of his opponent. So, I mean, that's less Marines, that's less everything. I mean, oh my goodness. Like, the longer this goes, the worse it's going to get for Center, is the way this boils down. Last time he was able to break the contain because his economy really sort of carried him through that game. That's not going to happen this time around. He knows it, so feeling the pressure, decides to push. Not going to break his ramp. And sadly, Keen actually has this really sick positioning where he can still pick off depots. This lag again, are you serious?
Oh. Yeah.
Am I lagging to you at all? Like, is it just in game here? Like, I'm not seeing any frames
now,
dropped.
now you are. Yeah, when you first said it, I didn't have any lag on my side, but now you're lagging out big time, yeah. Oh, what's...
Maybe after this game, guys, I may look into my connection real quick to see if we can rectify this, because this is quite silly. GG is going to be called, though. Keen will bring the series back, tying it up now 1-1.
And that was impressive, man. Like,